Hey guys, and welcome to Skyrim mod reviews. This week I have for you elemental arrows. Now I noticed this mod on the workshop, not the workshop, I stand corrected, Skyrim Nexus, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I thought I'd show you guys. So basically what this mod adds is a bunch of different type of arrows that have different elemental attacks. Kind of a way to spice up archery in the game, as it is a bit lacking. And as a fan of archery, I think it is an awesome idea. Now, apparently there are a lot of other mods just like this, but this one looks fairly good. So first off, we will start with flaming arrows. So as you draw in, you can kind of see it has a glass arrow look, but it's colored flame, and when you fire, it has a flame effect, and it will catch them on fire, blah blah blah. Now, as a kind of way to see how it looks, when it's flying through the air and stuff, I thought I'd use an old mod, Slow Time Rain, to kind of show what the arrow looks like as it flies. Now what it does is it creates a little flame effect. It's more noticeable when it's not slowing time. As you can see, it's got a nice orange look to it. Look at it. Oh god. Oh no. That guy's like, watch it. Oh, my aim is a little off. I did not hit the target. That is unfortunate. So that is the flame arrow. Alrighty, so our next arrow is the frost arrow. I'm sure you could have guessed that there would be one just similar. And the frost arrow looks pretty good. It's actually colored more blue. It's more obvious because blue is a easier color to see when compared to a dark red. So let's fire this bad boy right at the chest. Right at the chest! So basically it creates an ice effect and makes a nice explosion noise. It's very, very cool looking. And now, in slow motion. Oh, it's very awkward. I have to scroll down. Okay, here we go. And fire! And there it is, in all its glory, flying through the air. As you can see, the arrows actually do spin in the game, so that's kind of interesting. That guy's like, oh shit. So that is the frost arrow, nice and close looking. Oh, and I missed again. And there's the mage effect. A lot slower, as you can kind of see how it forms. It creates an original icicle from which the others spawn from. Can't see that in normal time. Next. Okay, guys. Next up is the gem arrow. I have no idea what's going to happen. As you can see, it's a little bit of a lighter bluish white color. So let's fire this bad boy. Okay. I'll take it. So let's just... I have an idea, guys, because I was expecting an effect. But that is what I probably should have done from the very start, and I'm sorry about that, is read what their effects are. That makes sense, so I apologize for that. So we have flaming arrows, burns the target for 10 fire damage for 10 seconds, lights impacted area for 10 seconds. Frost arrow freezes the target for 10 damage and 10 stamina damage for 5 seconds. Gem arrows. Magical arrows void of power. You can feel magicka slowly being drawn to it. So they may be arrows that absorb magicka. Next up on our list is gust arrows. Summons a gust of wind that knocks down enemies. So now you know as I head to the next arrow. Alright, here we go. The gust arrow. Kind of a green look. Looks very nice, if I do say so myself. So yeah, not much to look at, but let's try it on an actual person. Let's break the law here. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Okay, it just kind of pissed him off, really. Slow time, Reen. Fuck you. Alright, let's go for the head here. That's probably not gonna hit his head. So yeah, on closer inspection, it's kind of got reddish feathers, brownish feathers at the end, a yellow tip, and a green shaft. And yeah, there it goes. Is it gonna hit his head? I think it's gonna hit him in the neck. No! Jugular shot! And yeah, here he is. He is being thrown off the ground, nice and slowly. In fact, he's floating away. How majestic. Whoa, dang. Okay, that arrow is pretty nice. Alrighty. To the next arrow. Okay, guys, so the next arrow is quake arrows. Now, what these do is they quake the ground, dealing 25 damage and staggers enemies on impact. 20% chance to disarm enemies if not blocking. Okay, so let's give these puppies a go. In normal time first. Oh god. Okay, maybe can I fire it at the ground? Let's see what happens. There you go. Take some of them. What happens? There we go. It works even if I shoot them. Alright, so now let's make the effect go away before I slow time. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Okay. Now fire! See, I just juked him out. Alright, so basically it's just a brown arrow. Nothing fancy looking, but still pretty cool. Bam! In fact, it's actually got kind of a blackish shaft. Oh god, right in the calf! Whoa, that actually kind of staggered me a bit too. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, let's fire another one. And turn off slow time. Alrighty, so that's a pretty cool effect, especially for like if you have lots of enemies attacking you, such as the case is right now. Okay. Next arrow. Okay, guys. So our next one, and probably my favorite of the mini arrows, is the swarm arrows. Basically, what this does is it paralyzes the target for 5 seconds, which is pretty cool in and of itself. But then it also unleashes a swarm of poisonous insects that deal 5 damage for 6 seconds. Yeah, arrows can have poisonous insects in them now. It's a crazy world out there. Okay, so first I need to not get... Ow! Ow! Paralyze! Okay. There are the insects. There they are. There they are. I was like, where are they? Fire! Oh god. Come on, gentlemen. Reconsider your actions. Alright, now for the slow time rain. Here we go. I think this is just a good way of seeing what the arrows look like, and kind of the slowed down effect they have. Fire! So it does have kind of a poison effect when you fire it, which looks very nice. Also you have the insects over here. Obviously nothing too fancy looking, but it gets the job done. Now this guy's running into his death. Don't do it, man. There's the arrow. Oh! Oh no! Awkward. Right in the hole. There you go. Okay. Oh! So there's the paralyzing effect, and it does kind of play the noise before it actually happens, but when it's hard to tell when it's this slowed down. There's the blood splatter. And wow, he's getting some serious air. Look at that. Look at him go. So majestic. Those insects are still fucking him up over there. Alrighty. And fall. And actually yeah, the insects just killed him. Oh, I didn't know he could actually die. No! Next arrow! Alrighty, guys. So our next arrows are the Thunderbolt arrows. Arrows. Yes, the Thunderbolt arrows, not arrows, because who needs arrows when you can fire arrows at people? When it hits them, they explode into non-existence. It's very awkward. Explodes into a burst of lightning that deals 60 shock damage and 40 magicka damage. Impact areas staggers enemies for 5 seconds. Wow! In fact, I want to go test this out on the poor, hapless villagers of this nation. Okay. First we must jump over the ledge. In fact, I've kind of decimated poor Whiterun. But I know there are some people around. So let's find some. Just one person? Where's the fun in that? Okay, here we go, here we go. So it is kind of like a purplish arrow, and it's actually a different type of arrow. I don't actually know what type of arrow it is, I feel bad, but it's just a recoloring of a different arrow. Fire! Whoa, okay. Alright, so that just completely obliterated them. So let's slow time and see what happens. What is happening? I feel like I need that guy alive, so... No. Fire! So, first of all, when it's flying through the air, it actually does not have its color anymore, which is interesting, but you can kind of see the arrow's shape. I can't for the life of me remember what type of arrow that is. I used to know. Who am I firing this at, by the way? A merchant! No! And there's the lightning effect. and he takes large amounts of damage. In fact, he actually lives, which is interesting because I just killed 3 people. So maybe the full effect hasn't gone off, but as you can see, it kind of expands, and then it does massive damage. He just died now. So he takes the initial damage, then an extra amount. I'm flying! Flying! Okay guys, so now we have trick arrows. Now what trick arrows do? Basically, it creates an explosion, and anyone inside that explosion will attack other people around them. And it also may cause them to turn invisible. So let's try this out. I want to find someone who's near someone else, so I can actually get this to work properly. Let's just... Here we go. Fire. Whoa, that's a big explosion. Hello? Hello? No, not me. No, not me. Come on, guys. Think about your actions. Whoa, he was just invisible for a second there. Excuse me. No. No. Okay. Yeah, see, now he's stopped attacking me. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's make this chick go crazy. So basically, it's a dwarven arrow. It's a dwarven arrow, I know that now. It looks like a regular dwarven arrow. I think the shaft's a little bit different. Or the feathers, that is. So... yeah, so apparently it's a flower, guys. When firing the arrow, it turns into a flower. Nice to know. Thank you, Slow Time Reen, for revealing this secret to us. I don't know if that was intended or not, but it's pretty funny. Right in the leg. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that flower. And then there's like a huge effect that will probably take forever in slow time. But it will make her attack other people. Oh no. Well, okay. That is... No. Please no. Next okay, guys, so our next arrows are good for killing mages. They are, of course, the Mage Breaker arrows. They deal 50 magicka damage on impact, and deal 10 magicka damage, and reduce magicka regeneration by 50% for 10 seconds. So let's give this a go. Assuming it works on people who don't have magic. Well, she just turned invisible. So, it is another one of the Dwarven arrows, but it looks like a palish green, if I had to guess. So let's go make... Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, she just turned invisible there for a sec. So, really, on someone like her, it's not going to do quite as much damage. But basically, it kind of plays like an ice effect, and does some damage. Other than that, nothing too huge to look at there. Next arrow. Okay, guys, so now we're moving on to the, like, upgraded arrows. Some of the ones, like, the Thunderbolt and Magebreaker might have been upgraded, but these are specifically upgraded from different arrows. Not this one, but the next couple of ones. But this one's kind of an upgraded one. Ash Rock arrows. Basically, they petrify the target for 30 seconds. The petrified target cuts all damage by 90%. So, let us fire and petrify somebody. Whoa, that is a... The arrow looks pretty cool. I don't know what's going on, but it looks cool. Okay. So, she becomes... stone. Yeah, so she can still kind of move, but she can't actually attack or do anything. She's just kind of stuck there. It's not the greatest looking effect, but it is kind of a neat idea, to say the least. So, let's get my slow time rune on. If I can find it on this massive list. Okay, here we go. And... who fires first? Me! So, it almost looks like stonework on the arrow. As you can, it's kind of hard to see. Let me get right here. There you go, watch it go. It looks pretty cool. Kind of like a black and white stonework effect. And of course, when it hits, it will petrify her. She hasn't even fired her arrow yet. Still turning, I see. And she will begin to change color. And it's actually quite a fast effect compared to the other ones, to say the least. And she's still stuck petrified. And that's kind of what the final look looks like. Alrighty. Next arrow. Okay guys, so now we have the upgraded arrows I was talking about. A little bit early on introducing them, but that's okay. So we have Cobalt Frost arrows, which are the upgraded from Frost arrows, and they explode on impact, freezing surrounding targets in place. Impact area deals 10 frost damage and 10 stamina damage for 5 seconds. So, let's yeah, okay, we'll just do it on these guys. So it kind of looks like the Frost arrow, but a little bit fancier looking, I think. I could say that. So, it has a nice little mage. Here, I'm gonna unleash her from her prison. There we go. No, okay, she is not free, so it's just been 30 seconds. No, she resisted it. So basically, can I stop missing, please? You fire it, it freezes them. It doesn't actually freeze them in place, but it does kind of weaken them a bit. And is she running away from me? You shall not run away from me! You shall not escape! Okay, she's not running away, but that's okay. Here we go. And fire! A little bit hard to miss on slow time, but you never know. So the arrow flies through the air. It's got like a dark blue arrowhead with like a light blue kind of inner look. And then of course the rest of it is kind of a lightish blue color. And then it has the, it's kind of like an enlarged, oh, I forget the spell, but one of the regular frost spells. Looks very nice, and it gets very bright in slow time, so I'm going to turn that off. As you can see, it expands quite large. There's a very nice upgraded arrow. Okay guys, so this is our last arrow. We've come full circle to the upgraded flame arrows. They explode on impact, dealing 50 damage and 5 fire damage for 10 seconds to surrounding enemies. So very powerful arrow. So let's give it a go. Let me first kind of run away casually. And fire! So that just kind of killed her. Let's fire one at her. Yeah, so basically it's just a massive explosion. It actually killed her on impact, but Ayla's a little bit stronger. Very nice. Let's get our slow time on. If I can properly locate it. Here we go. Here we go. So, fire. Looking at the arrow, if I can you spin the right way? It's like an orange with a yellow interior, and then the feathers are like lightly red. Redly colored. Can't say words today. And oh god. So it does knock back, and that actually is a very quick animation considering its slow time usually lasts quite a bit longer. It actually turned off my flame, turned off my slow time, which is very interesting. So apparently you can kill Ayla now. That's a thing. So yeah. A few more things before I finish up this episode I'd like to mention that I kind of forgot about. One thing, you can craft all these at the spot, at the crafting stations, of course. And no, she isn't dead, she is alive. She's a monster. Also, I'd just like to point out that the creator of this mod did notice that there were a lot of elemental arrows on the place, but he found that they were either they were too overpowered, not useful enough, or they were just too inaccessible. So he tried to make it to where they kind of fit into the game better, and I thought that was an interesting idea. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week. Bye bye.